see Little Mermaid. It was
I
good.
heard it was so good.
It was
I
good.
heard the Tamika mermaid was beautiful, honey. That's what I heard.
I mean, they were all pretty.
But I heard the Tamika one was beautiful.
Who told you that? I remember her.
Shout
I
out
was
to Kim Pyre. Kim Pyre was just going
Empire
on and
did say
on and
that. He did
on.
say that.
Yes, yes. He had me looking her up like, well, what she look like, Kim Pyre?
Was she the dark haired one?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Excuse us, Cicely. We're taping. Just get out the backyard. Leave the squirrels alone. Come on. So Kenya and Mayetta. Oh,
did you say
welcome
the
to
whole
Shit with Robin,
girl?
y'all. Okay. Tonight we are going to review season 15, episode 4 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta while we can, because they say these Negroes ratings are so low, it might not be back on for too long. They got to get their shit together, and they didn't give us much.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like it was a holiday weekend, and everybody watched when they feel like it. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, because I don't watch none of this stuff when it come on TV.
When it come on,
I got it on the record. And I forget about Bell Collector. I had to hit record today because I'm tired of watching it on demand.
What day did that come
fast
on?
forward. I don't know. I just put the name and hit record.
It should probably come on Friday, I think.
I have not a clue because I watch nothing when it comes on. Nothing. Ever. You know? So maybe I'm part of the problem. I'm sorry.
I've been watching, side note, I've been watching Pieces of Her. I think that's what it's called on Netflix. It's good. If you want a quick little series to get into. Ghost is on that too. Omari.
I've been on my Black Power. I've been watching that 1619 that they've been showing on ABC, but I went to Hulu and watched the whole little documentary thing because
I can't really watch things that's gonna have me in my feelings at this moment.
Baby, I was at work like they better not.
I can't.
They don't know what's going on in my ear right now, baby.
My situation is already quite toxic. I don't need to be feeling no type of way when I head in.
Well, I was feeling it. I was like, if y'all only hear what's going on in my ear right now.
Nope, not doing it. I'm gonna need a little time.
Juneteenth coming, y'all. So I'm getting my black. You wear the Juneteenth t-shirt for this year.
I got them.
You got to put on the naked lady.
I'm looking right at them. I'm posting them today.
Okay, tomorrow. Put it. She gonna have it on the naked lady. So we can get y'all Juneteenth t-shirts ordered in time.
It's gonna be on the naked lady. What are you talking about?
The smoking pussy lady. Shit, her back there. Put it on her ass.
You want it on this lady right here?
I want it on her ass. So yeah. Shoot.
I'm gonna do a video about smoking pussy, so it won't be no confusion as to what was happening there. But yeah, I finished my t-shirts today. They're cute.
Right. Okay, we got to get our Juneteenth t-shirts on.
Yeah, they're dope.
Okay, y'all. So Kenya and Mayetta, they rehearsing for the HBCU halftime show. And Kenya is nervous because she bust her ass at BravoCon when she was performing the last time. So she trying to get it right. I mean, she didn't really, it wasn't choreographed or anything. She was just freestyling, right? I hope. Child, I don't know.
I mean, Kenya did Dancing with the Stars, so we know she's capable.
Right. Yeah, it looked like she was just freestyling some shit.
Yeah.
So Mayetta gets a call from Kenya's new boo, and she let us know that he's good in bed. See, she said he's good in bed. She didn't say he had big D energy. She said the D was good. See, it's a difference. Okay. And then she also
can I say something about that too? Because Sheree keeps on saying that Martell has big dick energy.
Because she can't say what his dick is like.
Well, I feel like BDE don't have nothing to do with his dick. That's not what that is. Like, we don't want to talk about his little tallywhacker.
That works.
That out. That's not even what that is. So, you know what I'm saying?
It really isn't. but she don't know
And
what
he
to
don't
say.
have it. Like he doesn't. Maybe if he got his builder's license or I don't know, does anything besides make babies and have this clown over here on Insta Live, you know,
Hey,
and that foolishness that he has going on over there. Like there's nothing BDE about him.
yeah. Well, she said this one got it. Okay.
Okay.
And she also says Mark won't sign the divorce papers. And she ready to move on. So she gotta do what she gotta do. Why won't he sign the divorce papers? You can't talk about that either. Because
if once he signs, once he's no longer attached to Kenya Moore, we won't.
we don't give a fuck right now. I mean, do you?
But he's still being brought up. No.
No. She the only one bringing them up. We don't.
But they keep saying Carlos King want to hear about it. He want to hear about her divorce.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Move on, Negro. Leave her alone. So she said this halftime show that she getting ready to do is a secret to the other girls. So Sonya's over there going over her to-do list with her brother-in-law / assistant. And her sister is noticeably annoyed while she's going over this. And I'm like, well, he took the job. This is what this details, you know.
What does she do, her sister?
She's the hairdresser.
Okay,
And
so but other than that, okay.
Yeah. So she tells them that Ross is just ready for it to be the Rosses. Okay. And her sister, she gets an attitude and she says Sanya is not selfish, she's self-centered, and her mom agree. And the mom tells her, I mean, don't take it too personal. And she said it's hard not to. Now, if you don't want to live there, then that's your way out. I've been like, cool. Like she said, let me rally my troops. That would have just been my answer right there.
I'm confused by this sister and what is it that she wants? I don't understand what they want.
That's why I'm confused.
Because if it was me, I would have moved there. I would have been had a house. Like if you don't want a life, that's why I asked, what does she do? If you don't want a life as her hairdresser / babysitter, then what is it that you're trying to be doing? Because you know your husband was a trainer, then he was a real estate, then he's her assistant. What do he do really?
I don't know. Did this dude used to play football?
No. He's that nigga to be hanging around somebody that played football.
Because he was Ross' friend, right? And then they hooked up with friends, not brothers. They're friends.
Sisters.
Yeah.
But Ross picked the sister that.
Well, Ross was the athlete and she was the athlete. And they were the tag-alongs. Okay. Marlo do this little Halloween shoot with her nephews, but it wasn't about her nephews because she was the one was all made up and she just threw a raincoat on one and said, you it, and put a suit on the other and said, you
and told the lady to go do his makeup, her sister.
Like you had a whole makeup artist and you just told your sister to throw some makeup on them?
Is this the same sister that took them in with
that was her.
Did she work at a dentist office? Didn't they say she was work at a dentist office?
Yes.
Was her teeth missing?
Oh my goodness.
It just didn't seem like she had no teeth.
Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. Marlo talk about she's trying to get her record expunged. So Courtney, new chick, is gonna help her do that. And she said, well, you know, Candy's worldwide, so she ain't never try to help me get my record expunged because that's what she do. That's what she's supposed to do.
You want Candy to get your record expunged because she worldwide, but your sister sitting up here for working at the dentist office with no teeth. Now, how come you got a whole makeup artist and photo shoot? Because you annually do this Halloween shoot. I've never seen it before, but okay, Marlo, she does her annual shoot. Mm-hmm. It seems like the photo shoot alone could have got your sister some top dentures. That's all I'm saying. But you want Candy to come over here and get your record expunged. Why is she doing that?
Now it sound like you just pulling straws. You just coming up with any damn thing. And my toenail fell off, and damn Candy left the shit laying on the floor. Now that shit is disrespectful.
These was Candy's shoes.
Oh my goodness. I can't. I can't.
It's weird, honestly.
It is weird. So she brings up the whole shooting at OLG and how her nephew met the roommate at that killed or that took him out at OLG. And then she's trying so hard to tie his death with Candy. And the family was upset because Candy didn't send flowers and blah blah blah. And
Marlo, Candy just don't mess with you like that. That's the bottom line. Like it is what it is. You want Candy to care, she don't. She gave you, oh my bad. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that.
well, what else did you expect? She didn't know him like that.
And she's not your friend. You keep saying that she's been your friend for 15 years. Marla be acting like she didn't do nothing. And the stuff she be saying, and then want Candy to care because I mean, I'm not saying she don't care, but she doesn't care like about you like that.
Exactly. And she don't have to, you know. Um, okay, so we moved on.
She said her nephew, he had on his chef jacket on the obituary. I was like, he didn't pick that picture.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? And he probably did he work there long? You know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing about him. Okay. Child, Sheree got these lemon size fibroids. So she's at the gyno. And she said, look here, these fibroids is messing with her love life. Have you seen her man? No, we ain't seen him. Who? Couple?
Well, he said
Who?
he said she was his friend girl, but
She
she said
said
he's her man.
that's what she said. Sure. Okay. No, we ain't seen them because y'all saying two different things.
You know what's funny too is when all this stuff was going down, homegirl Coleslaw was tweeting and putting out messages talking about he'd have left that lady house, but here he is over here. You're like, he was doing that. He was.
He was, and then clearly it's somebody else. One of the other girls in Atlanta. That's what the streets was saying.
And don't forget about Belinda.
It's like it's like
Allegedly.
the scheme that Todd made up.
To bring us the bullshit.
Yeah. And it's like y'all underestimated the horror of Martell Hope. You like he's messing up your storyline because he can't keep his dick.
Well,
His
and I
big
think
energy deep
not
in
just
his
that, but
pants.
the ego too, because she thought she was famous, but she doesn't realize that he thinks he is too. So he
Man.
did everything. Next season, he gonna put out a record because it's
Oh
time
my
for him to
goodness.
drop a single. Can he sing?
Child.
Well, we know he put out a short set, and we know I can't wait to post that picture of him in the short set again. So, child.
Oh Lord have mercy. Please keep it. So Sanya's at her photo shoot. Her sister didn't show up. She's supposed to do her hair, but she is not there because she's still upset. And at this point, she'd have found out that her husband Tyrell didn't quit. And she's saying all of this is putting a strain on her relationship with her sister. And she asked them to all come to ATL so they can grow together as a family.
I have a question.
Hmm.
So she's the nanny and the hairdresser, and he's the assistant. They live in the house. Like, okay, so let's just say that that's part of the perk. You're my assistant. I'm paying you to be here 24 hours. You stay at the house, and when you quit, that means you got to get out, right? You can't stay here because that's part of, the benefits of the job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so where y'all gonna live now? Y'all to quit the job. You not doing the hair. He's not doing nothing.
Hopefully y'all got a plan that y'all got your own spot somewhere. I hope so.
I
I
don't
hope.
think there was a plan. I just feel like the sister is giving all this attitude. And I'm like, well, then what do you actually do? Because I feel like Ross is now what in his 40s, just turned 40. He just had a birthday party. He's ready to sit down somewhere in his own house
Right.
without all of that. Y'all are
Because it's
not his
always
family.
been all of this.
All of this.
And
Y'all
that's
aren't building
partly
towards anything.
because y'all was
If
her
you're a real
team.
estate agent, then you come to Atlanta and you work for a real estate company. You don't go be her assistant.
Or go back where you was from because she asked y'all to come to Atlanta. Go back to where y'all was staying.
If
If
that's
you
where
don't
you're
want
more
to be
happy.
there, yeah. And let mama and them go down to Florida where they want to be.
She talking about she got them there that they could take care of what's his name, Ducey or Little Duke or whatever his name is. She could get a nanny. Like that's not an issue. They can still.
Sanga is just used to everybody being there because that's how it always was. You know, families that have those star athletes and the other families members, the immediate families used to taking care of them. She's just used to that. But y'all out of that stage now. You not out here
He's
running
not
like that.
actively an athlete anymore.
Yeah, so like that is it's time out for everybody to do their own thing at this
And
point.
Sonia, I don't think your sister wants to be your assistant hairdresser babysitter for the rest of her life. Like maybe she's angry because she feels like she's been doing all this for you and she ain't never really had time to figure out what it is that she wants.
I feel like that's where the frustration is coming from. But I need you to go now and do
Be
you.
productive then. Do it. Like, you know.
Because it had been me, you if hairdressing is what you want to do, you should be like somewhere owning your own salon or
What's the name? Don't Portia's sister got her own thing? Like she,
absolutely. But Portia's sister was never gonna be that chick for Portia. She was never gonna
I
be
feel
that.
like they're more friends than they are.
Yeah,
like I'm
yeah,
not.
she was never gonna be that.
Yeah.
Um,
But wouldn't you want that for your sister? Like, I don't want you to be stuck here just being my assistant. Like, if I'm the one with the money and the means, like I'm gonna help you like get to whatever it is you need to
I
get to
think
for
it's a
yourself.
little bit of selfishness on both of them.
Yeah, Sonia.
Yeah.
They're not gonna run around there waiting on you just because,
Yeah.
whatever your vision was, doesn't seem like everybody had the same vision.
Yeah. And somebody, I forgot who I was watching at this point, but somebody had said something about Ross be gone and she just don't want to be in that house with the baby because that's why she still want her family there.
Get a nanny. Ducey is not like a little baby, like he's getting big. He be at school, like you know what I'm saying?
And she's trying to have another baby though.
Is she really?
She putting it on Ross. Okay. Kenya's over there barking off orders to her nanny while she's preparing for the trip. Kenya, I need you to stop being rude to the help.
She got to stop talking to the people like that.
Yeah, that don't look good. I don't care how much
especially money. The nanny, because she's spending all day with your child. So we need to treat her with some respect, please.
Yeah. I mean, don't let the money go to your head. You ain't got to treat people like that. Come on now. That's not cute. So they meet up on the bus at Sheree house for this Alabama trip they finna go on because Lord knows you will fall down the damn driveway if you meet over at Kenya house. So we at Sheree house meeting up for this trip. Candy and Drew can't make it. Candy got work. Drew say she got the flu. Drew been missing a lot. What's going on with Drew? Drew, do you
her marriage is a disaster.
You know when you be fighting or something?
Over there going through it with what's that man's name? Ralph.
Did you watch Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte? You didn't watch it. So at one point you see one side of her story, and then in the middle of it, they flip and they let you see his side. So when you know exactly what was going on when she was going on with this. So is y'all gonna give us the other side? Yeah, the other side. She
That's said gonna happen
this is what was going on at the house.
Do it like Robin did over there down to the Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah. So we got Mayetta, Sheree, Courtney, Marlo, and Sanya. Okay. Marlo over there hacking, Kenya over there coughing. That was the nastiest damn bus ride. I was like, ugh. So Kenya tell them they go into a dance class until the hotel open up, and then they're going to a charity event to raise money for both of the universities that's playing in this game. Kenya asked Courtney, was she single? And Courtney said it's complicated. Like, God, it's complicated. And y'all kids, your daughter and him is damn near 30. Okay.
It can't be complicated when you're 50. It's one thing or the other, girl.
Come on. Sanya brings up future baby mama saying it was all good when I was eating your booty. And they all get to talking about, have you ate booty? And Sheree said, I wouldn't even know what to do down there. Then she said, Kenya, what you do when you was down there? Now I cracked up when she said that. But Kay said she did in her 20s, y'all. She was out there.
Back down up. Listen, I got some things to say about that too, because Sheree probably don't eat nobody's booty. But they said Martell like to get his booty ate. Now I don't know. That's what the girl said over there on
She
Instagram.
ain't doing that. We know she ain't doing it.
So I'm just saying, like, how does it feel, Tiffany? You asking the wrong question. How does it feel to be dating somebody who out loud in the public allegedly likes to get his booty ate?
Booty like groceries.
How long, Ross, is Sonia been married?
I don't know, but she said he better not toot
I
that
want
ass.
her to stop acting like Ross ain't never tooted his booty up in her face.
I ain't eating no ass. I'm like them. I'm not eating no ass, and I've been
for all of those who said
time.
that. Oh, Marlo, I feel like that was part of the job description. Didn't you have a billionaire, Marlo?
What? That was part of the job description. That booty
over there with the billionaire. Yeah, she did it.
I feel like if a dude out there eating the booty, the dude like something else. Okay, because I'm not out there eating the booty. You need to go who will do that. Okay, I'm not doing that.
Sheree says she don't, child. And I just don't believe Sonia. I don't believe her.
I believe her.
I don't.
So we in bucking class, child. They're gonna teach these ladies. I hate when they do this. I hate when they do these dancing classes, but they're not dancers and it don't look good. Every time they do this on every show, it just be so whack to me. So Kenya and Mayetta,
especially these geriatric twerkers over here.
When they did on Potomac and all of that, it just don't look good. Stop it. So Kenya and Mayetta is gonna judge the ladies. The winner is gonna win a suite. Kenya and Mayetta sneak out to rehearse, but it looked like they was doing more of a photo shoot for Kenya. They weren't rehearsing.
They was taking selfies. That wasn't no photo shoot. Those were Instagram pictures.
They did a struggle buck off, okay, and the winner was Sheree because Kenya don't like anyone else, okay, so that's how that went. So they changed.
Marlo talking about she got Meg Thee Stallion knees, girl.
Oh, she got
a whole lot. So she got a whole lot of plastic to be lifting up off the floor. It ain't going, Marlo. It don't look like how she thinks she looked down there trying to bounce that big old silicone ass up and down on the floor with them size 12 shoes. Hell, you ought to be able to stand up. Sheree is stiff as hell. She just stiff.
Sheree was still saying it was stiff. The Courtney had a little rhythm. That's who should have won, but she ain't gonna give it to her.
I see her.
So they changed. They go out to eat. Bryce called Courtney, and we find out Kenya had did a movie twice with him. I'm like, he was with Drew. He was with these were all these. I mean, Twa was a thing, but these are all these B-rated movies that Kenya and
what you call it? Twa was straight to Blockbuster.
Yeah, Twa and all the stuff that what's her name? Drew been on. That's all them type movies. Like that horrible movie when they had hit the lottery.
Why is she calling Bryce? Like, I want them to stop doing that. What? Anyway, Courtney, the people
That's
said
not his
Bryce
name.
ain't giving like he used to give 30 years ago. So just
You
don't
said
call
why
him.
she called him Bryce? That's not his name.
Yeah, I said, why is she calling him? That's
Oh,
stupid.
he called her.
Stop. I don't want it. Cut it out.
Well, that's her only claim.
Yeah, but when he showed up looking like how he looked now, the people don't want it.
Well, she said, Kenya said he was a beautiful man in the 90s, and she was gonna leave it like that, child.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even think, like, when I saw him, I did not know he was Bryce from Groove Theory, but I wasn't like, I didn't think he was Shrek either. Like, y'all acting like the man looked disgusted. I just don't understand why is Courtney and Bryce playing like they complicated. They're not.
They're not. She need a storyline.
Well, if Bryce would have showed up as lovely as he was back in 1992, then maybe the storyline would have gave what it's supposed to give.
But
But
is any of those hard drives looking like how they were looking in 92, except for Garfield, because Garfield's still fine, y'all. Garfield
so is Lenny Kravitz. He's still doing it. Like, it's a couple of them out here.
It ain't but a handful. It ain't but a handful, because majority, I ain't gonna even talk about my crush. But anyway,
what you call it? Morris Chestnut still look good.
It's just a couple. Met the man.
I thought you said you weren't going to bring him up.
Okay.
Odds, and then now just carry on with the conversation, child.
All right. So Kenya, the fight came up. She brought up the fight between Drew and Marlo, which started an argument between Kenya and Marlo. Marlo started speaking over Kenya. Kenya tell her, don't be rude. Marlo, like, I could talk over you if I want to. And Kenya's like, look, I'm not trying to talk or be rude. We're just having a conversation. But, Marlo's ready. Kenya is a trigger. Candy is a trigger for her. So,
you know why?
I don't want to watch them sit up here and argue this whole season again.
Kenya and Candy are a trigger for Marlo because she felt like once she got that peach, she was one of the girls, and they was like, no, you ain't. Not these girls.
I don't want to sit up here another season. We watched this episode this last season. I feel like I don't want to watch this again of them sitting there arguing all the time.
Well, and we don't want to watch Marlo have a picnic with the boys every weekend.
It's so fake. Marlo said she wasn't being aggressive and standing over Drew. I mean, but you was being crazy though. You might not have been standing over her, but you definitely was over there acting a damn fool.
And you was hollering and screaming in her face.
Well, thank God all of this was broke up by a drunk ass Sanya who changed the atmosphere. She just, I was like, thank God for Sanya. So Kenya started talking to them about how the charity event should be fun. And then they laugh about how Kenya then added these plus ones. How many plus ones she added? Kenya's like, no, they will accommodate me. It'll be okay. So the ladies go to the hotel, which was lackluster. I don't know where they
I don't know what their expectations were for going to Birmingham. I went to Birmingham one time. It was an adventure.
I guess it had to be better than that, though. I'm sorry.
It was about that. It was just about that right there.
Come on now, Birmingham didn't came up. Birmingham ain't that bad now. Come on. And then somebody said, I ain't got to dress like that. It's just Birmingham. I was like, don't do that. I hate when y'all do cities like that. Don't do that.
Have you been to Birmingham?
No, I don't do Alabama. I just don't do Alabama.
Listen, I'm telling you, I went to Birmingham.
I don't do Alabama.
That's about what it gave.
Huh?
I don't know what their expectation. I said I went to Birmingham, and I was coming from Atlanta at the time, so Atlanta is like different. And so I don't know what y'all's expectation was for Birmingham. Y'all should have planned on going to the game and doing some tailgating and just regular stuff.
It's 3 states I don't do: Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina. I just don't do them states.
I went there too, and it was the same thing. It was the same
Mississippi.
thing. No, South Carolina. It was the same thing.
Carolina.
Yeah.
So they changed for this charity event. When Kenya sings Mayetta, she told Mayetta that her outfit was not appropriate and she needed to change her clothes. And she was upset and she was like, you should always have a black dress with you wherever you go. Do you keep a black dress with you wherever you go?
Not wherever I go. Look here, her booty cheek was hanging out. What are you talking about? I wish Monietta would have said, listen, I'm gonna wear this and go, or I'm gonna stay here and don't go, and you can hang
What
out with
booty cheek was hanging out?
Kenya. While she was telling Monietta to
Mayetta
change.
that her outfit was inappropriate.
Look, I would have been like, you could go over there to the charity event and hang out with Marlo and Sanya and Sheree, and I just stay here. We ain't gonna be mad or nothing, but either I'm gonna wear this what I got on, or I'm just gonna stay here.
Well, she went on to change her outfit.
She changed. I wish she wouldn't have. What are you talking about?
She said, look here, this cocktail, this event at this place is fashion forward cocktail. Bring your best. But when they got there, Mayetta couldn't have her outfit on. Okay, she could have left it on. And then the crowd came around them, and the man was asking Sheree for a hug, and people was taking pictures, and it was nowhere to sit because it was stand up for the cocktails only. And when Sanya and Marlo showed up, they went over to the bar, asked for some champagne with some sparklers to be sent to the table. And they all go off to the little rooftop table because, that's the only place they could get a little quiet. And production tells them that they need to go because they was getting kicked out because they was a distraction to the party. Kenya, you said, don't worry about it, that they was going to accommodate you. They didn't know that y'all was gonna have that many people there. They said we invited Kenya.
Kenya always has the worst trips. Every single time.
I'm like, now Kenya. I'm gonna get on you before I get on Marlo, because this next scene is all Marlo. Had that been anybody else, you would have dogged them the F out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why she went here to that room.
I got kicked out of there. Oh, she would have had a whole fit if that been anybody else.
Not only that, you got kicked out of the basic party at Birmingham, Alabama. You didn't even get kicked out of a swanky shit.
No, you probably should have checked with them to make sure it was okay that you, because they was expecting just you, Kenya. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounded like.
I don't think it was the girls that was the problem. I think it was production that was the problem. And y'all showed up with video cameras and
That's what they said. It was too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you get that approved?
She's Kenya Moore. What did you think?
Well, Kenya Moore got her ass kicked out of that damn party in Birmingham, Alabama. Ricky Smiley Town. Shit. They would have never did Ricky like that. Never. So we back at the hotel. The ladies are sitting around fussing about getting kicked out the other event.
Ricky Smiley.
Marlo suggests, well, let's storm up to Kenya's room and give her a piece of our mind. And she starts banging and kicking on the door, and Kenya opened up that door and went smooth the hell off, saying her daughter was in that room. How dare you? And they was like, oh, okay, her daughter's in there. Let's leave her alone. No, not Marlo. That's some BS. No, forget that. You need to put Brooklyn in another room. I wish you would tell me I need to put my child somewhere else.
What is wrong with her?
She got problems. When you sat back and watched that, you was okay with that scene, Marlo? That was embarrassing. It was like, let's mob the place. Let's go. Like, that was horrible.
For what? Y'all could go right down in the hotel, because that's about the nicest thing you're going to find around there in Birmingham, and they have some cocktails and laugh about how Kenya got kicked out of her party. What are you doing?
She wanted to cause a revolt against Kenya.
That's not
just like she did at her party. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to cause a revolt. And it's not a good look. And that's probably
No,
why
she
your
looked a little
ratings is
psycho. And the fact that her kid was in
falling.
there and then your response was you don't care. You want us to like fall down on a sword and send flowers about your nephew that,
But you don't care that her live
unfortunately came
daughter
to
is in
his
there.
timely demise about 3 some years ago. But you don't care that, you might be scaring his baby because you kicking and bamming on the door.
That's crazy. Y'all, that's how that episode ended. It don't look like it's gonna get no better. We still in Birmingham this week. And Kenya looked like she got sick, so I don't know if she made it to the thing, the Kenya Moore hair care or whatever it is.
I'm bored.
After the whole world is bored, that's what they say. That's what they
Just
out here saying. Well, look, don't be bored because we gave y'all a good review on it, even though the show was boring. So y'all go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. We will see you on the next episode. Don't worry about the show, let's worry about us.
bye,
Bye,
y'all.
y'all.